Horses are nearing the starting gate for the opener. Loading in first to the bank. Line of Denhams. In the gate for the opener. And they're off. Field of 5 breaks well in their 3/4 mile journey for race 1. On the outside, B Attack is hustled upon to get towards the lead, but there goes right between WW Trafalgar to show them the hind end by 2 lengths. Inside in second is To the Bank, well conserved. Also on that one's outside is Line of Denhams in a joint second placement. B Attack has now gone from first to joint last status with Stosh, who's bringing up the hind end as they greet the 3/8 mile mark. In the opener, it's WW Trafalgar on the board at odds on 4-5, a 2-length leader over Line of Denhams, who's in tracking mode. Every right to go get that front runner. Back in third is To the Bank. Still in fourth is Stosh. B Attack flounders about 8 lengths last. Towards the 3/16, hugging that inside fence. WW Trafalgar now rebreaks and is gone, out by 5. Line of Denhams has done his thing, coming back into it To the Bank on the inside, but it's over as soon as Kelly Mulvaney sprung the latch in the opener. WW Trafalgar geared down by 8 1/2 lengths. Line of Denhams for the place, then To the Bank. Stosh was fourth and way back to B Attack. In tonight's $30,000 quarter horse 5th race, we have a rather large scratch. In tonight's 5th race, scratch out the 7. It's the Whiskey. 7 has just been scratched from tonight's 5th race, the quarter horse $30,000 allowance. Into the winner's circle steps number 3 WW Trafalgar and jockey Victor Santiago, owned by Charles Ritter, trained by Scott Becker, a 4-year-old gelded son of Galib out of Canatella by Speightstown. Illinois bred by Mr. William Stirritz. The winning time, 1:12 4/5 of a second over a fast track. All 5 ran in the first. Second race to be contested at the mile distance, field of 5. There are no program changes to tonight's second. Post time at 7:57. Again, the scratch that I just gave you. In the 5th race, scratch out, your morning line favorite, number 7, It's the Whiskey. Race 5, the 7, is out. We owe you jockey now on the 4, Relentlessly. The 5 to Alley Cap will be ridden by Alvin Ortiz. Second race, field of 5, we have fillies, maiden claimers at the mile distance. Should be interesting. We'll go through them all as the ladies will line up, some for the first time in the starting gate going the 2-turn distance. My top 3, 3, 4, 5, Alex, pretty much the same way here. Don't know where else to go in the small field. Number 1, Mike's Lady, no stranger to traveling a route of ground. That means going longer. The last start was as far down the class ladder as we have here at FanDuel Sportsbook and Horse Racing, so just dropped back without really an excuse. So the one, Mike's Lady, getting a lot of attention on the board right now at 3-1. Number 2, Misandia with Urdia Lopez, passed a couple of tired horses coming down the stretch, going the mile for the first time. Was still 5 lengths behind the 4-horse Grammar, who was second in that race. And we'll get to the 4 in just a little bit. We'll try the 3, Bulu. Gets Victor Balin in the saddle. This will be interesting as his mama's sire, grandsire on the mama side, broodmare sire, is named Buddha. Now, who is Buddha? Go back to When War Emblem by a certain gray-haired Los Angeles-based trainer who's up for all kinds of violations. Was one of his first of many hopefuls to win the Triple Crown, War Emblem, in 2002. Now, Bulu, the grandsire of the 3, trying the distance for the first time, Bulu, in a roundabout way, hold on with me, won the New York preparatory race for the Kentucky Derby. It's called the Wood Memorial. But after that race, never raced again. Finished his career 3 out of 4, and then became a pretty decent sire. So she should really like going the farther distance. We'll take a look at Bulu on the track. Number 4 is Grammar. Rainier Arietta will be probably what I think will be the overbet favorite after the last 2 mile starts. And right now, number 4 is 5-2 on the board. We'll go to the 5 Instaglam, then we'll close up shop for race 2. Roman Hernandez, her daddy Birdstone, beat Smarty Jones for the Belmont Stakes to ruin his Triple Crown thoughts in that 2004 Belmont. So this one could be better, second time going 2 turns as well. So I think much more wide open than the backers think. So I wouldn't accept anything under 2-1. Good luck. Tuesdays, Fairmont and/or FanDuel and Sports Racing, FanDuel Sportsbook and Horse Racing's programs for Tuesday are now for sale down in the program kiosks, lower level. Tuesday's racing programs now available for sale. Pick one up before you take off tonight. Race number 2 to start right in front of us, going the mile distance, $4,000 maiden claimers, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, going the distance here. Here's the first of 5 fillies for race number 2. The 1, Mike's Lady, for Harry Lynch, owner and trainer, riding services of Guerrero Rodriguez. Avati Team Jesus Estrada and Duncan Wilsey, trained by Duncan Wilsey, is the 2, Misandia, and Urdia Lopez. 3, Bulu, runs for owner Sharon Morgan, trained by John Wainwright. Victor Balin has the ride. 4 is Grammar, ridden tonight by Rainier Arrieta for Harry Lynch and Ron Couch. Harry Lynch, the trainer. 5, Instaglam, owned by Bob Austin, trained by Steve Fridley, and Roman Hernandez. Rolling doubles, Exacta, 50-cent trifectas, 50-cent rolling pick threes get involved with tonight's second. 7 minutes. Still have 4 minutes. Still have 2 minutes to wager, 2 minutes. One minute, they're headed to the gate. Runners behind the gate for the loading of the second. First in will be Mike's Lady. Bulu. Grammar gets some assistance. Moves in. Instaglam, last to load up. In the gate. And away they go. Grammar and Instaglam, then a firing line of 5 develops. Mike's Lady and Euro Rodriguez going to put the pedal to the metal by the 7 furlong to go mark, and is out by 2 over both Grammar, Bulu right next door. Back and forth, 4 off the early lead is Mi Sandia. A couple of further links back to Instaglam as they go around turn number 1. No hurry at all. Mike's Lady out by about a half a length from the oncoming Grammar and Rainier Arietta. They ran the first quarter mile and a tawdry 27 flat. Yikes. Mike's Lady and Grammar now nose to nose down the backstretch towards the 5/8 pole they go. It's Bulu sitting a content third, and then a long ways back to Mi Sandia, who's hustled upon a bit, and still last is Instaglam, 10 lengths last, behind Mike's Lady. That half mile in 51 3/5 of a second for Mike's Lady and Grammar. Nose to nose, around by the 3/8 mile mark they go. It's Bulu first to show her wares on the outside part. Mi Sandia getting closer, and here comes Instaglam. Instaglam at 4.5 to 1 is now within 7 lengths of the dual leadership. Mike's Lady still hounded on the outside by Grammar. Bulu is gaining ever so slightly, going to have to go about 5 or 6 wide. The rail opens for the closing kick of Mi Sandia. It's Mike's Lady on the board at 9 to 2, still by a length and a half, or 2 lengths now, over Grammar. They're not catching Mike's Lady yet. Mike's Lady with 100 yards to go, and it's Mike's Lady. Here comes Bulu late, but Mike's Lady beat Bulu. Grammar was third, Mi Sandia and Instaglam. Into the winner's circle steps number 1, Mike's Lady and jockey Hero Rodriguez. Owned and trained by Harry Lynch, Mike's Lady is a 3-year-old daughter of Tourist out of the pulpit mare Joyance, bred in Florida by Orellana Farm. The winning time a minute 44 and 2/5 of a second. All 5 ran in tonight's second. In race number 3, back to 6 furlongs, there are no changes to the field of 6. For the remainder of the program, 4th race, there are no changes as well. In race number 5, that quarter horse race, we still owe you a jockey on number 4, Relentlessly. The 7, It's the Whiskey, has now been scratched. In the 5th race, number 5 to Alley Cap, the rider is now Alvin Ortiz. Race number 6, scratch out the 2, Taps Lullaby. Those are your changes. Race number 3 to go postward at 8:25 in 22 minutes.
Introducing Budweiser Zero. 0% alcohol, 0 grams of sugar. Full Budweiser flavor. For all the moments you want a beer and need to stay on your game. Budweiser Zero. 0 alcohol, 0 compromise.
Welcome back to the paddock. It's Alex at the track for my non-professional picks for race. Brand new batteries, just kill it. I put brand new batteries in every race. Check. Here we go. How about 6, 4, 3, 1? My selections for race number 3. Check, check, check. Here we go. Yeah, something.
Race 3 to sprint 3/4 of a mile, 3,200 the claiming tag. 3-year-old fillies and mares it was open to catches a field of 6 mares. Non-winners of a race this year or non-winners of 4 races in their careers. Track fast, number 1, Klondike Annie. Robin Lennon, James Lennon, Alvin Ortiz is up. 2, Foxy's Beauty. This 11-year-old hails from Teddy Randazzo's barn for owner Christine Ellis. Juan Molina Jr. is up. 3, Lady Warrior. Amy Frankovich owns. Harry Lynch trains, and the rider is Rainier Arrieta. Gallup Sicilian, ridden tonight by Roman Hernandez for Eric Castro Aragon and Isidro Castro. 5 is Bit Money. Ken Santel and Judy Doris. Lori Plaster's the trainer. The jockey is Erdia Lopez. And number 6, My Wife is Boss for Nick Angelou. Frank Randazzo Jr., the trainer, and Santo Sanjur, the rider. It's your field of 6 to make up race number 3. Post time 6 minutes. Four minutes. 2 minutes. Field of 6 mares headed to the starting gate. You have less than a minute. Runners behind the gate. Foxy's Beauty loaded into stall 2. Rider to climb back aboard, Juan Molina Jr. Here come the rest. Klondike Annie, Lady Warrior, My Wife is Boss, in the gate. Ready for a start. Six mares at 6 furlongs in our third. Starter Kelly Mulvaney doesn't like how they're standing right now. Foxy's Beauty tossed her head about and thus Juan Molina out the gate. Looks like trying to load up number 2, Foxy's Beauty again. Molina to climb back aboard. Holding steady now, they look right in the gate, field of 6. And they're off. Pretty even start. There goes Golub Sicilian, My Wife is Boss, first and second in the early stages. Next to us is the 11-year-old mare. That's Foxy's Beauty in a joint third. Climbing up and about on the outside of that one is Lady Warrior taking over that third spot. Then Bit Money. And Klondike Annie is content to trail only by 5 lengths off the speed that is My Wife is Boss and Golub Sicilian continue to have at it with one another. A sitting chilly third is Lady Warrior, just waiting for things to develop, or maybe one of the 2 top running pair to fend off one another. Way back on the outside, here comes Foxy's Beauty, who's gaining a little bit. Klondike Annie is as well. And then out the back is Bit Money. But on the lead throughout, now it's Golub Sicilian as they hit the top of the lane, out by 3. Golub Sicilian, Roman Hernandez is out by 4 lengths over a retreating My Wife is Boss. Still second on the move late, Klondike Annie for a piece, but it's over and out for Golub Sicilian at 7-5. Gonna hammer him by double digits. How about 11 in the end? Second for Klondike Annie, then it was My Wife is Boss and Lady Warrior. Entering the winner's enclosure, winner of tonight's third race, number 4, Golub Sicilian and jockey Roman Hernandez. Golub Sicilian is owned by Eric Castro Aragon, trained by Isidro Castro. 5-year-old daughter is she by Golub out of the Storm Boot mare Sicilian. Bred here in Illinois by Mr. William Stirritz. The winning time 6 furlongs, track fast. All 6 ran 1:12 and 4/5 of a second. Off odds 7-5 on your winner. Race number 4 with a field of 4 $10,000 allowance optional claimers at 6 furlongs. I'd like to mention again that Tuesday racing programs for FanDuel Sportsbook and horse racing, 1 o'clock post time Tuesday, are now on sale in the lower level at the program kiosks. 6 furlongs with a field of 4. Here we go. $10,000 non-winners of 2 allowance optional claimers. So let's go through them all. Have the Cardinals started yet? Yeah, I think they have. I was going to not bet them. Remember, Sportsbook, there's some late games over there, right over there at FanDuel Sportsbook, just across the atrium over there in the lower level. Pick up a program for Tuesday right here, first of 7 at 1 o'clock on Tuesday. They are available. Number 1, Pocket Player, a 7-year-old with the youngsters. 1 for 26 this one is. 7th outing this year. 4 of the 7 of those finishes have been in the trifecta. Has been routing on the turf at Arlington Park and Hawthorne versus Better. A definite player with 3 speedsters in this event. I'm going to go for this one on top on the close for Mr. Wilburn. The 2, fabulous win last out. The last option with Santos Sanjur tonight. Big step up after the claim, though. Was claimed out of that race. This isn't a hugely tough task for the number 2 horse, the last option in this spot in such a maneuver. The 3, Tisrick, doesn't get much respect at the wagering windows at all. Probably will because there's only 3 others. In his second start versus winners, will Tisrick be sent towards the lead? I'm having a feeling so. And we will take a look at Tisrick when this one steps out onto the field of surface or field of play or surface of play. Number 4 got to have it his way or seems to drop anchor, does the 4 Wild Fox. Victor Santiago rides. Still, this is the 3rd race for him over this surface, so could be a better one for number 4. I'm going to go with the 1 on the close, over the top, late in this race, and the 4 in second. Good luck to all. Safe trips here in the 4th as we start the Pick 4. $10,000 allowance optional claiming race, non-winners of 2, sprint 6 furlongs with a field of 4 betting interests. No changes to the program. Number 1 is Pocket Player. Catherine Ritzel, the owner. Kevin Wilburn, the trainer. Ernie Lopez, the rider. 2, the last option. Jonathan Ritter, the owner. Ralph Martinez conditions. Riding tonight, Santos Anjur. The 3, Tisrick. Javi Diego supplies the bride for owner Sharon Morgan and trainer John Wainwright. Charles Ritter owns number 4, Wild Fox, trained by Scott Becker. The rider is Victor Santiago. That's your field to contest race number 4. It's the start of the 50-cent Pick 4. Post time for the 4th race, just 7 minutes. Four minutes. 2 minutes. Field of 4 heading to the gate for the 4th race. Wheel of Misfortune coming up after this is made official in the replays. You still have 1 minute for all wagers in race 4. Moving in Pocket Player into the opening stall number 1. There goes the last option. Tisrick. And outside, Wild Fox. Flag is up, they're in the stalls, ready, and they're off. A very tangled start for number 2, the last option. Out uncontested is Tisrick and Javier Diego, a length to the on-closing Wild Fox, who broke a bit outwards at the start. Pocket Player is about 5 lengths off the soon-to-be dueling leaders, and out the back, that horrible start had the last option way back and 10 lengths off the lead. They go towards the half-mile pole. It's Tisrick by a head. Outside, Wild Fox, not giving this one any chance to breathe. Pocket Player is a diminishing third, having to get back into the bridle, and then way back to the last option, who's still out of contention. The speed duel has taken its toll. 22-4 and 46-3 for the half. They're both breathing fire. Wild Fox gives way. Very tired is Tisrick. Here comes Pocket Player, who's rolling now. Pocket Player, the 7-year-old, just playing with the boys out here. It's Pocket Player to go right by Tisrick. Pocket Player at 8-5 will score handily by about 3 lengths in the end. Tisrick ran a good one for second. The last option, and then Wild Fox. In our next race, the quarter horse $30,000 allowance 220-yard speedsters going at it. Same jockey in your program, Raul Valenzuela, will ride number 4, Relentlessly. Raul Valenzuela will be on the 4. Again, on our next race, the quarter horse special, the 7, It's the Whiskey, has been scratched. Number 5, to Alley Cap, gets the riding services of Alvin Ortiz. Into the winner's circle steps Pocket Player and jockey Urdia Lopez. For Catherine Ritzel, Kevin Wilburn, the conditioner. Pocket Player is a 7-year-old gelded son of a Fleet Alex out of Mama Lulu by King Mambo, bred in New York by Meadowview LLC. The winning time, 1:13 flat. All 4 ran in this evening's 4th. In the 5th race, yet another change for you. On number 3, Relentless Jesse, make the jockey Victor Balin. Victor Balin to ride number 3 in our upcoming quarter horse 5th race. Victor Balin.
All right, folks, we're getting people ready for our Wheel of Misfortune contest. If you have a losing ticket, what you're going to do is you're going to write your name on it. Make sure that I can read it, because if I can't read it, you can't win it. And then before race number 6, we're going to call out 4 names. Those 4 people will come up, spin the wheel. Whatever number it lands on, you get the contents of the envelope. We've got racing vouchers. We've got dinner for 2. We might even have some popcorn, some bogus prizes, but some cool prizes. So if you have a losing ticket, write your name on it. Drop it here in the drum, and before race number 6, we'll pull 4 people to spin the Wheel of Misfortune.
Hey, I heard a joke just now. I would not, this is not, I would not air it for broadcast. No, I won't do it. I will not do it. 220 yards, quarter horses. There are some in here that are obvious players and some that aren't playing. The 7 is just a huge scratch in here. It's the whiskey. It's the whiskey. Swept all 3, $30,000 quarter horse races last year during the COVID. I'm going to go to the outside breaker, Always Relentless, just because is used to going the shorter distances, gets out better than any of these. Not quite sure if can get an entire furlong, but has a board placement, the only one to do so at this 220-yard distance, number 8, Always Relentless. And then the favorite in here, multiple stakes winner and runner Relentlessly, has built up quite a portfolio, right around $250,000 in monies earned with Raul Valenzuela aboard for Aguila Negra Racing Incorporated. The 4 odds on, obviously a player and can get out of the starting gate big time, but, been off for a little bit, just a little bit. We'll see if this one can break sharp away from the gate. Has multiple races this year, but just been off since late May. The 1, Cheyenne's Country, another one that has donned the 220-yard distance, did not go very well. A little starter allowance back in mid-May at Remington Park. So I think has a shot for Jane and Bill Griffin, but the rail could be a little bit open for Cheyenne's Country here in the $30,000 fifth. Quarter horses at 220. I like the 8, 4, and 1. Again, the 7 is a scratch. Alvin Ortiz is on the 5. Raul Valenzuela on the 4. Victor Balin on the 3. Race number 5 goes the sprint distance of 220 yards. These are quarter horses, 3-year-olds and up, going the distance of 1 furlong. The 7 is a scratch. Here's your field. Cheyenne's Country. Rainier Arietta rides for Jane and Bill Griffin. Number 2 for Roy and Marilyn Maupin, trained by Jim Maupin, RM Reckless Wagon. Isidro Banuelos aboard. 3, Relentless Jesse. Relentless Jesse runs for Manny Mata, Jose Huerta the trainer, and Victor Balin is your rider of the 3. 4, Relentlessly. Raul Valenzuela is riding for Aguila Negra Racing Incorporated, Jose Huerta the trainer. 5 to Alley Cat. Alvin Ortiz rides for Jane Griffin, trained by Bill Griffin. 6, Capos Royal Chick. Martin Rios, the owner. Frank Randazza Jr., the trainer. Your rider tonight, Urdia Lopez. 7 is a scratch. Number 8, Always Relentless. Hector Sanchez, owner and trainer. And Brian Candanosa is in the saddle. That's your field of 7 for race number 5. Post time for the quarter horses in 5 minutes. Three minutes. Just about 1 minute. Moving towards the starting gate. Field moving into the stalls now. $30,000 on the line. Cheyenne's Country moves into stall 1. Heavily backed, Relentlessly, 3-5 on the 4. RM Reckless Wagon, number 2, to Alley Cap. 3 back. Campos Royal Chick. Waiting on Relentless Jesse, the 3 steps forward, and Always Relentless on the outside. In the gate, waiting their commands, and they're off. A very good beginning now on the inside for Cheyenne's Country. Here comes your favorite, Relentlessly. Relentlessly just took him gate to wire, no problem. Relentlessly, then a hustled upon Relentless Jesse second. Cheyenne's Country was third, Photo for fourth. Looks like 4 and a photo. The 3, I think, overtook the 1 late. Now, if that time sticks at 11.4, that is a new track record. That was set at 12.2 in 2010. 4, 3, 1, and 5. Now official with prices for the 5th. only scratch that was announced earlier before racing began. In our next race, number 6, sixth race, scratch the 2 Taps Lullaby. Coming back to the winner's circle, winner of tonight's 5th race, $30,000 allowance goes to number 4, Relentlessly, and jockey Raul Valenzuela. Owned by Aguila Negra Racing Incorporated, Jose Huerta, trained by Jose Huerta. 3-year-old son of He's Relentless out of Runaway Renata by Carter's Cartel. Bred in Texas by Randy or Sandy Coleman. The winning time, new track record for FanDuel Sportsbook and horse racing at 220 yards, 11.4 seconds. 11 and 85 1/100ths of a second got it done. 6th race, again, scratch out the 2 Taps Lullaby. 6 furlongs, the distance, $5,000 allowance optional claimers. Fillies and Mares coming up at 9:46 in just 19 minutes.
Check. Check. Here we go. All right, folks, this is your last chance to get those tickets turned in for the Wheel of Misfortune. Write your name. Make sure I can read it, because if I can't read it, you can't win it. So turn your entry blanks in, I should say, your losing tickets, and just about 2 minutes, we're going to pick 4 names. If you hear your name called, you'll come down next to the winner's circle. You'll spin the wheel. Whatever number it lands on, you get an envelope. Whatever's in the envelope, you get it. We've got dinner for 2. We've got some racing vouchers. We may still have the popcorn on there. I don't know. Maybe I just decided to, I don't know. But anyway, get those tickets turned in. And coming up in less than a minute, we'll be drawing 4 names. Once again, folks, we have less than a minute. Get those entry blanks turned in, or those losing tickets in, and we're going to be drawing here shortly. And find us 4 winners to come down to the winner's circle and claim your prize. We're going to go ahead and do the drawing at 9:48. At 9:48, we're going to do the drawing. So you have less than 2 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong. I stand corrected. 9:31. We're going to be drawing those names. Stand by. All right, folks, last chance to get those turned in. We're going to start drawing. So, Melissa's going to go ahead and draw us out 4. Uh-oh, look at the cat dragged in. All right. We're going to draw us out 4 names right now. Sir, you cannot enter. You're on a bicycle, and you're scaring me with this patriotic stuff. You are not eligible to enter. I'm sorry. I know. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, Melissa's going to spin the drum one last time, and we're going to draw us 4 names. You'll hear your name called. If you can hear me, you'll come on down to the winner's circle where we got the wheel, and you'll give it a spin. All right, here we go. We're going to draw our first 4 names. You hear your name called, come on down to the winner's circle. Remember, if I can't read it, you can't win it. So we're looking for Trisha Trellebick. Trisha, if that's you, come on down. Then we're looking for Erica Eich. Last name is spelled E-I-C-H. Erica, if you're here, if you can hear me, come on down to the winner's circle. We're looking for Katie Hargrove. Katie Hargrove, if you're here, come on down. Come spin the wheel. Andrew Sanders, if you're here, come on down. So I'm looking for Andrew Sanders, Katie Hargrove, Erica Eich, and Trisha Billock, I believe. Come on down. We're going to get the wheel a spin. Trisha? No. Nope. All right, what number does she land on? Number 3. All right.
My lucky number.
All right, whatever's in 3 you get, open it up and tell us what you won. I hope it's something good. If it's something bad, I'm going to blame the boss. I'm kidding. What did she get? Ice cream. Ice cream. Hey, it's hot. Ice cream works. All right. Who's next to spin the wheel? What's your name? All right, here comes Katie. Katie's going to give it a good spin all the way around. All right, here we go. All right, number 1. All right, Katie, here's envelope number 1. Open up the contents. Tell everybody what you won. Dinner for 2. All right, that ain't too shabby. All right. All right, and we're still looking for Trisha Treblock and Erica Eich. Oh, never mind. You already won. Okay. All right. What's that? Yes, Andrew Sanders. That's him? For real? You look like an Andrew Sanders. Okay, I trust you. Now give it a good spin. A good spin. Number 7. Lucky 7. Is it going to be a lucky 7? We're going to find out right now. Open it up. Tell everybody what you want. A trophy race. That means you'll get a race sponsored after a group of years, and she'll explain it to you. And I think we're good. We want to draw one more just for the heck of it? Sure we do. Yep.
Who's missing? Trisha. What is it, Trisha?
Good. Here's Trisha. Okay. We knew we had one more left. Give it the best, fastest spin you can. Here we go. There we go. Putting some emphasis in it, ladies and gentlemen. What'd she get? All right. Now, here's number 5. Open up the contents and tell everybody what you want. What you got? I have a $10 concession trip. Popcorn's on her. Thanks for playing, everybody. We'll be back at it again. Thanks for coming out to FanDuel Sportsbook and Horse Racing.
On the track for the sixth, time to play the late daily double $5,000 allowance optional claiming fillies and mares to sprint 6 furlongs minus the 2 Taps Lullaby. Number 1 is Ashley Elizabeth, running for Indian Hills Thoroughbred Farm, Jackie King, and Frank Randazzo Jr. Frank is also the trainer, and the rider is Victor Balin. 2 is out. Number 3, Diamond Stellar. Rostoberto Cortez and Terry Burdess, the trainer. Rainier Arietta is aboard. 4, Gallop's Appeal. Charles Ritter owns, Scott Becker trains, the rider Victor Santiago. 5, Arch Flyer for Ralph Martinez, owner and trainer, ridden tonight by Juan Molina Jr. Merritt Hudson and Debbie Hudson co-own. Teddy Randazzo trains the 6, Darlin Rosie, and Santos Anjur. Post time for the 6th race is in 6 minutes. Almost 2 minutes left. 1 minute. Heading to the starting gate. Final wagers for the 6th and the late daily double. Outside 2 separated by less than $100, both 2 to 1, and the 4 is right in the mix as well. Just $1 better on the win platform than the 5 is. The reach behind the gate now. Ashley Elizabeth will be first to join in. Golub's Appeal with the red sleeves. Diamond Stellar. Arch Flyer. Darlin Rosie. Ashley Elizabeth. Flag is up. Ready for a start. Fillies and mares at 3/4 of a mile. In our 6th race, they're often running. A sluggishly started Golub's Appeal, who's out the back. It's Arch Flyer to gain momentum early with Ashley Elizabeth hugging that inside rail. Outside, moving on up through, is Golub's Appeal in a joint 3rd, now all alone. Ensconced in 3rd with Diamond Stellar along the inside fence. Moving up into 4th status, and on the outside is Darlin Rosie. Only 3.5 lengths would separate this group of 5. It's Ashley Elizabeth and Victor Balin out tentatively over Arch Flyer, who's gaining ever so slightly, now puts ahead on the lead. Under a complete drive is Golub's Appeal after a faulty start. Inside, well in hand, Darlin Rosie, and out the back, Diamond Stellar. 2 furlongs out. Arch Flyer in hand by Juan Molina. Not being asked. Ashley Elizabeth is gaining towards the crown of the course. Inside the Diamond Stellar, out very, very wide. Golub's Appeal, deep stretch, 100 out. Arch Flyer trying to get back into it. Darlin Rosie. Arch Flyer has enough to score. Well done, Juan Molina. 3 lengths from 1st to 2nd. Darlin Rosie was 2nd, and Diamond Stellar was 3rd. From our sixth race, number 4, Golub's Appeal was claimed for $5,000. New owner Priscilla Virgan, new trainer Gabe Ratana. Number 4 was claimed from the sixth race. Coming back to the winner's circle, winner of tonight's sixth race, number 5, Arch Flyer. Owned and trained by Ralph Martinez. She's a 4-year-old daughter of Arch out of the Bowman's Band mare, Way to Fly. Bred in Florida by Helen Kalura. Winning time a minute 13 flat. $6.80 and $3 across the board on the 5. Seventh and final race with a field of 7 fillies and mares at 6 furlongs, $4,000. The claiming price. Non-winners of a race this year. Post time for the 7th and last is at 10:14. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the winner's circle. Sing along to America the Beautiful, as sung by Cheyenne Kostichak.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Seventh and final race, we have mares going at it, field of 7 with no program changes. Going to look at 3 of them coming up. So we got them all covered. Alex and I do for you. I'm going to start with the 7 Kalispell. Lots to like for this one. Tough to win 3 straight in any sport. Doesn't matter. Maybe the Tampa Bay Lightning in the National Hockey League. Yeah. Well, they proved that last night. So, Kalispell, great post position, great draw from an outside starting gate to gauge what's going on around her with jockey Santos Sanjur. The one Almafuerte with Juan Molina starts very well away from the barrier and has a shot at the distance, likes the 6 furlong distance, should be one to reckon with at 6-1 is Almafuerte. And we'll go with the 5 and 3rd, Long-Legged Linda, Speed and Fade Angle, Rainier Arietta. Must be considered in all slots. Could be a long shot specialist out here. Number 5 is currently 5-1. Again, keep in mind Tuesday, pick up your program right now before you leave after this race. We have that pick 7 carryover, 20-cent jackpot pick 7, just under $7,000 to start the Tuesday afternoon card. Till we see you on Tuesday, have a great rest of your evening. On the track for the running of the 7th and last this Saturday night. No program changes. Fillies and mares go 6 furlongs, claiming tag 4,000. Number 1 is Almaforte, running for owner-trainer Ralph Martinez. The rider of the 1 is Juan Molina Jr. 2 is American Holiday, with Guerrero Rodriguez aboard for Lawrence Gavilski II, trained by Jimmy Watkins. 3 runs for owner Everett Taylor, trained by Lori Plasters. Victor Santiago rides Trophy Bridal, number 3. 4, Carol's a Case for Christine Ellis, Anthony Randazzo, and Allison Randazzo. Teddy Randazzo is the conditioner, the rider Alvin Ortiz. For Martin Rios and Frank Randazzo Jr. comes the 5, Long-Legged Linda and Rainier Arietta. Number 6 is Lil Be Quick, running for owner Jerry Gashevsky. Lil Be Quick's trainer is Antonio Moraz. The rider is Victor Balin. 7, Kalispell. Ralph Martinez, Kyle McElravy co-own. Ralph Martinez, the conditioner. Number 7 is ridden by Santos Anjur. Exacta trifecta, 10-cent supers, win, play, show wagering available. You have just 6 minutes. Race 7 is in 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Approaching the gate, you still have time for all wagers in race 7. Loading in now for the 7th. There goes Alma Forte, number 1. Also in the center is Carol's a Case loading in. American Holiday, Long-Legged Linda. Trophy Bridal, Lil Be Quick. At outside to Kalispell, last to load in. Seven mares in the gate. And they're off. Looked like we had one stay in the stalls there. No, we did not. Out on the lead is Carol's a Case to show the way from Kalispell second. Alma Fuerte is third. Fourth and on the hustle is Lil Be Quick. Next fifth is American Holiday, 3.5 or so off the leadership. Way back we go to Trophy Bridal, who has 7 lengths to make up, and a couple of further lengths back to Carol's a Case after a promising beginning. Out on the lead is Long-Legged Linda to show it from Kalispell, who gains with every stride. Both of them in hand pretty much. Outside, Lil Be Quick is gaining up into third and hustling. Alma Fuerte fourth, retreating. On the move is American Holiday, still next to last Trophy Bridal, and bringing up hind end Carol's a Case. On the lead is Long-Legged Linda fighting back. Kalispell still out and out in the center of the course as heads turn for home. Lil Be Quick. Kalispell trying to come back. Long-Legged Linda. Rainier Arietta has built up a 3-length margin. Alma Fuerte comes up, still wider to Lil Be Quick. Long-Legged Linda wandering. Here comes Alma Fuerte. It's Long-Legged Linda to last. Alma Fuerte was second. Then it was Lil Be Quick, and Kalispell retreated to fourth. Coming back to the winner's enclosure, winner the 7th and final, number 5, Long-Legged Linda and jockey Rainier Arrieta. Owned by Martine Rios, trained by Frank Randazzo Jr., Long-Legged Linda is a 6-year-old daughter of Strong Hope. Out of the Major Henry mare, They Call Me Edna, bred in Indiana by Gary Hoffman. The winning time, 1:13 3/5 of a second. That's 64 100ths of a second for Long-Legged Linda. A 5-1 parimutuel winner of our 7th and last. The Tuesday 20-cent pick 7 jackpot variety carryover, just under $7,000. Hope you can join us for Tuesday's proceedings. I'd like to leave you with this. The 5, your winner of the last race, was claimed for $4,000 by Amy Nesbitt, new trainer Charles Walker Jr.